second cast.
Man, haven't used these in a while. What up, crew? Welcome back to another episode. I'm heading out fishing tomorrow. I'm going out on the boat, just putting everything in her. Just getting everything ready, and I'm planning to do a bit of soft bait fishing. Going to chase a few snapper around tomorrow, so just went over everything and went and picked up a few supplies from Hunting Fishing North Shore. So yeah, it's always exciting. Try not to forget anything. So I'm going to be tying on the 30-pound Daiwa fluorocarbon leader with an FG knot, and I'm just using an Ocean Angler 1/2 ounce jig head with the long shank. So I'm planning on throwing big soft baits tomorrow, so long shank is definitely the one to be using. So yeah, let's get it done. That is the knot before. There we go. Here we have it. FG ready for action. So I'll show you guys these lights that I've just put in the boat from Bunnings. They're a rechargeable light for like $25 each, and yeah, I'll quickly show you. I'll put one under here and one inside the gun under here. You can clearly see what you're doing with no eye shine. 25 bucks each from Bunnings, and they go for 6 hours at a time. See you in the morning. Light winds, getting out in the dark. How good is that? No headlamp needed. Let's go catch a monster. Go. That's the first colour of the day, 7-inch jerk shad. See how we go. We're on. First fish of the morning. Second cast. Nice fish. guys know the rules. Feels like a nice little panty. A few bits and pieces on the sounder, but nothing major. But I'm just fishing a bank. It comes up from 25 to 15. So I'm hoping that there'll be a few fish holding on that bank. Alright, check back when I've caught something. Well, that was a pretty average drift, so I'm going to change my line. That's dinner. Here we go. Another snapper for the bin. Man, this is like my 5th drift. It's really slow, but I sort of just dragged my bait along the bottom and lip hooked him. That's why it doesn't always pay to have really tight drag. So yeah. So I've marked every time I've caught a fish or I've had bites as I'm going up the bank, and both times they've been between 15 and 17 meters, so the fish seem to be holding on that line on the bank. So if my theory is correct, I should get a hit on this next cast. Oh, there you go. Changed colour. I've gone for the 7-inch motor oil this time, see if it'll entice the bite. Got hit. Definitely just got hit. Yep, we're on. It's on. Only a little guy there. Listen to it. Another dinner fish. As I said, I wanted to put some fish in the freezer because I got no fish left. Another 450. Time to go. I'm going to boost back over to the mainland, try one more spot, and then that's me. Just wanted to try around here, see if there were any fish holding in any of these banks, but been hit once. Home time. Here's my fish frames from the other day. I'm gonna attempt to make a seafood ramen. Got an old crayfish in the freezer, got my fish frames, and I got my dad's seafood chowder recipe. But instead of just making it into a chowder, I'm gonna make noodles, like a noodle soup type thing. So I don't really know, I've never tried this before, so see how it goes. So there we've got our 2 snapper frames. I've just gutted them both and given them a bit of a clean. And we're going to chuck them in a pot of boiling water with 1 onion. Nope. Whole lemon going in too. So that's everything in for the main stock of heavily salted water, whole onion, whole lemon, 2 snapper frames, and we're going to boil that for 20 minutes. So I got one of my crayfish from the from one of my other trips, just a stray one in the freezer. So I'm going to chuck that. Oh, there goes the leg. I'm going to chuck that one in as well. There we go. Just threw my crayfish in there. I'm just going to let that cook with the snapper frames, and hopefully it'll just add to the flavour. I'll get a bit of a crayfish flavour through the soup or the broth. So our timer's just gone off. Just giving the heads and frames a big stir up, release all of that eye juice and brain and all of that good stuff in the bones. So I'm just going to let that reduce down for 10 minutes now, and then I'm going to strain it, separate it, and then start making the roux to make the thick broth. Clean the pot out and start making the chowder in there. There's all the leftover bits from the frames and the heads. Here we've got about half a block of butter going in. Onions. Got our diced garlic there. So we've got our half block of butter, onions, garlic in there, and I'm just adding flour to make the roux. And just keep adding flour until it's thick enough. Now we've got it like that. I'm going to start adding our fish stock. What you want to do is just keep adding the stock until it gets thicker and thicker. At the moment it's like a white sauce. You just keep adding the stock. Now for lots of black pepper. Got it looking like that. I accidentally put too much black pepper in, but that's okay because I love black pepper anyway. So a few fillets that I've got left over. Almost there. Here it is. Finished product. First time making this, so we'll see how it tastes. Oh, super creamy. Time for the noodles. Oh shit, I think they've soaked up all that. I basically just made a chowder. The fish. That is on. Alright team, that's it for another one. If you like that, please hit the like button and think about subscribing if you like the content. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Catch you later everyone.